Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Fostoria High School, the site of today's district final matchup between the Tiffin Calvert Senecas and the Arcadia Lady Redskins. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with Greg, the Wizard Kinn. We've got Connor Roush on the camera, and Austin Rodriguez is here with us as well, but she's just taking some pictures along the sidelines. I'd like to thank you for tuning in here on the pregame show brought to you by XCARET Mexican Restaurant. Take a moment and thank all of our sponsors before we get you to the action here tonight here at Fostoria High School on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, WAGNER Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., First National Bank of Sycamore, Buckeye IT Services, Mullins Entertainment, Culligan Water of Tiffin, Studio Squared, Landers Strength Syndicate, SYCAMORE Financial Services, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, and FEASEL'S Frame and Collision. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And when I say proud sponsors, folks, I'm telling you, this time of year, every name you hear on that list, we wouldn't be here without them. So please keep them in mind if you enjoy our broadcast. Please help our sponsors out. Tell them Heart of Ohio Sports sent you. Once again, we're here for today's district final matchup as the Tiffin Calvert Senecas, the number 1 seed, take on the number 2 seed Arcadia Redskins. And Greg, we were here on Thursday night. Tiffin Calvert jumped out to an early lead on Mohawk, never really looked back. I mean, it got close there towards the end. The Warriors fought very hard. Give it a lot of credit to that Warriors team. And, you know, they made it a 9-point game at the end, but Tiffin Calvert, for the most part, dominated that game. And here they are in the district final once again in Fostoria.
Yeah, absolutely, Nate. I guess you would like to say that they were in the driver's seat during that entire game. The Mohawks, like you said, they put up one heck of a fight there in the second half, but too little too late to overcome the onslaught of the Lady Senecas in that one, and that's how they find themselves here in this matchup here this afternoon, almost. About
almost afternoon. We got 1 minute. That's why I didn't say either way. I just said hello again, everyone. But once again, this is a big matchup, as these two teams are familiar with each other, due in part, this was the exact same district final last year at the exact same site here at Fostoria High School, where we watched the Tiffin Calvert Senecas dispatch this Arcadia team by a final of 42-29 to advance to the regional round at Elida Fieldhouse last year. That was the first district final, I believe, in Calvert girls basketball since the 80s. So it's a big accomplishment for the school. And obviously, this team has carried that momentum into this season. And really, Greg, they've been rolling all season.
Yeah, absolutely, Nate. Big-time moment for the Senecas last season, but you got to think that's also a big-time moment for Arcadia to remember to mark on their calendars. I'm sure they didn't forget that one. They've probably been looking forward to this, circling and hoping they get another chance to face these Lady Senecas.
So what do we call this, the revenge match here?
That's you don't want to know what I'm going to call it. I already told you don't like it.
I don't like that one, but all right, but this is a rematch, once again, of last year's district final.
Or as I like to call it, the she match.
And we just got canceled. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, right.
Everybody who was watching the streams now.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's right. Once again, Calvert, winners of 4 out of their last 5. This past Thursday, they dispatched Mohawk by a final of 57-48 in the district semifinal. These Arcadia Lady Redskins are on a little 3-game winning streak as they dispatched Arlington this past Thursday by a final of 30-27. And we mentioned the last time these two teams played each other was almost a year ago, Greg, March 2nd of 2024, where Tiffin Calvert dispatched Arcadia 42-29 in the district final right here in Fostoria. So
you guys gonna say you might as well call it a year ago. It's
yeah.
Basically the same exact situation. You're back here again, looking to see Arcadia see if they can get a different result. The Senecas looking to see if they can repeat what they did last year.
Absolutely right, Greg. Once again, I want to remind all of our listeners that you're listening to our viewers, you're watching the pregame show brought to you by XCARET Mexican Restaurant. Make sure you tune in for the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Tonight's defensive player of the game is presented by WAGNER Flower Shop and Greenhouse. Our fan of the game brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. All timeouts brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. And the 3-point play tonight brought to you by Buckeye IT Services. And Greg, you want to talk about that fan of the game as we started something new this past Thursday. We had quite a few people that submitted pictures of themselves watching the broadcast. So I want to remind everybody that's watching, hey, submit your picture. Are you the fan of the game tonight? Well, you can tune in the postgame show and find out. as we had our fan of the game submit their picture. As they were the first one to submit, but that doesn't mean that's always how we're going to pick. It just so happened that we started that, and I wasn't sure what to expect, and it was really nice to see the outpouring of people support the idea. And so submit your picture of you watching the broadcast tonight. Will be entered for a chance to win the fan of the game, presented by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. We are just about set for the opening tip here. Nate Mullins, Greg the Wizard Kinn.
I'm a wizard and a king. A wizard king, yes. No, I'm not king of wizards. I'm a king that happens to be a wizard.
And Connor Roush on the call with you here tonight. The opening tip is up, controlled by the Lady Redskins, and we're underway here at Fostoria High School. We'll get you the starting five here in just a moment. As for the Lady Redskins, currently, let's see, it's number 14 out there on the court. That's Riley Bostic. Number 13, Addie Coleman. Number 11, Liberty Vogues. Number 24, oh, that's a nice three-point shot right there. Liberty Vogues knocks down the three. But as I continue with the starting five, Kate Keefe, number 24, on the floor, as well as number 34, Jade Johnson. That's your starting five for the Arcadia Lady Redskins.
Yeah, nice three-pointers bouncing, rolling in there. Call that lady luck, Nate?
A little bit of lady luck. These Redskins, they play tenacious on the defensive end of the floor. And, Greg, that's a big reason why this past Thursday, it was a very low-scoring affair, 30-27 against Arlington. And you see that poke away goes out of bounds, but it's off of the Lady Redskins. So
yeah, 30-27 final. That sounds like a dogfight, Nate.
Yeah, and they're ready for the challenge here today. As once again, Greg, you mentioned revenge has got to be on the mind of the Lady Redskins tonight. After last year, these Senecas dispatched them. And a 5-second violation goes against the Senecas, as I'm not sure what happened there, Greg. They were just trying to find somebody to pass it to. Never really got an open option. The Lady Redskins with the basketball.
Well, I've heard, Nate, they said that the Lady Redskins play really aggressive, really good defense. Maybe that was some of that right there. Not giving the Senecas anyone to throw the ball to, but wait a minute.
Kate Coleman tried to go coast to coast with that one.
Wow.
Coleman thrown to the ground, but
talk about physicality and aggression. We've seen it right there.
And Riley Bostic grabbed the possession. Kaylee Concepcion called on the foul. That's her first, and the Senecas first. We'll get you the starting lineup for Tiffin Calvert as number 2, Kaylee Concepcion. Number 3, Alyssa Rishti. Number 10, Megan Rombach. Number 11, Carly Meyer. And number 22, Kate Coleman. That's your starting five. Starting lineups brought to you by Jay's Culture Barbershop.
Giving him a little extra love tonight.
He's a good kid. He's got something good going on over there, folks. You need to head over there and check it out. He's bringing you the starting lineups, but if you're looking to get lined up, head on over to Jay's Culture Barbershop. Turnover as the Redskins turn it over.
So the ball went out of bounds there, and Seneca's coach said, hey, that's ours. And I think they threw the ball against him, and I don't think that counts, so I don't think he's a player.
Concepcion on the wing for three. Kaylee Concepcion ties it up at 3 apiece. 5:43 left here in the first.
Let's take another look at that one, Nate. You love to see it.
Once again, we got the number 1 seed and the number 2 seed here in the Northwest District. Three-pointer on the way and off the mark by Addie Coleman. And it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Arcadia.
You have to think about it before you say it, don't you?
I was about to say Arlington. I'm like, nope, I'm not going to do it. Alyssa Rishti on the left wing. Looking for a teammate to pass to. Puts the ball on the floor. Rishti kicks it out to Coleman. Coleman on the left wing for three, off the mark, and a rebound under the basket by Jade Johnson. Senior center.
So that one must have just fallen right in front of the basket, because from this camera angle, it looked like it went right through.
Yeah. Three-point shot on the way and off the mark by Liberty Vogues, but a rebound under the basket.
So is that what we're doing here tonight? We're just going for it all?
And a three-pointer.
Was that three? I don't think it was only 2, Nate.
Oh, it's only a 2.
Yeah,
I got to
she was
take it back.
inside.
I got to
She was
take it back.
inside, Yep.
How do
I don't think she
do I
backed
have a
up enough.
reverse air horn? Coop, don't leave me hanging.
I'll tell you what, just for you, I'm going to reverse that sound and put it up.
And Alyssa Rishti drives that one into the lane.
Tying it right back up again.
Puts it up and in. Tied at 5 apiece. Of course, keys to the game tonight. We don't have a sponsor, folks, but we're always looking for more sponsors here. If you're looking to get on board with us, hit us up. Send us an email, hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com, or that one off the mark as Johnson had a nice look at that one, but unable to get it to go. Rishti going coast to coast into the paint, put it up, no, but draws the contact.
And so we got the rest of our basketball tournament play here to finish out, and then before you know it, you'll blink and it'll be baseball season, Nate.
That's right.
So the sponsor's going to go ahead and jump on board with us. Start filling up the list, start putting me to work.
Rishti at the free throw line. Unable to get the first one to go. Stays tied at 5 apiece. We're inside of 4 minutes here in the first quarter.
You see the way she kind of walked away from the free throw line?
Yeah.
There, she's like, I'm better than that. I don't miss those.
And she got that one to go. Calvert takes their first lead of the ball game at 6-5. But once again, we need a keys to the game sponsor. But I'll tell you what the keys to the game are here tonight. An abbreviated version here. For Arcadia, right there, that's the key. Get it down low, feed your post. Find a way to take advantage of any kind of mismatches you can find. Rishti drives it. No good on the shot. And the rebound is grabbed by the Lady Redskins.
So far here, Nate, I think one of the keys for the Senecas that I noticed is they need to kind of slow down and play their game.
Yeah.
They're almost trying to rush and match against Arcadia here. They don't really need to do that. They can just play their type of game.
I think what it is, Greg, is they're trying to turn this into a fast-paced ball game because they know the Redskins like to slow it down. They like to control the tempo. And they did that against Arlington the other night. Maybe that's a plan of attack here for the Senecas, is just trying to take them out of their strength.
Fans, this announcement on the concession stand, they do now have pizza at the concession stand.
Hey, they have pizza at the concession stand now.
I think that sounds like a good game plan as long as you don't take yourself out of your own game.
That's right. But yeah, keys for the Tiffin Calvert, like you said, Greg, just work the ball. I think they need to find an extra pass. There's the first pass, and it goes to Concepcion. Nice. And Kaylee Concepcion knocks it down. Assist goes to Alyssa Rishti.
It's the second time now that they've done that, where they've found somebody just driving in,
poke away
to the outside.
Rishti into the paint, puts it up, no. Oh. Coleman with the putback. Nice. Kate Coleman. Arcadia takes a timeout. We'll keep it right here for this First National Bank of Sycamore timeout. This gives me a little bit of time to tell you about our friends at Buckeye IT Services. In today's rapidly evolving digital landscape, safeguarding your sensitive data is more critical than ever. That's why Buckeye IT Services has transformed its focus to specialize in cybersecurity and compliance solutions tailored for the financial and legal sectors. Their expert team understands the unique challenges you may face and is dedicated to providing customized strategies to protect your firm's integrity and client trust. Don't leave your data vulnerable. Partner with Buckeye IT Services and ensure your business is fortified against cyber threats. Visit their website at buckeyeit.com to learn more about how they can help your business take the next step in cybersecurity. Coming out of that timeout, brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Arcadia with the possession. And, you got to think, Coach Randy Baker probably just wanted to talk things over with her team and just kind of focused. Yeah, everybody focused.
It's the first time they've really been down by a few points, so they probably want to make sure that lead didn't get too big. Get themselves back in the game here.
And a foul on the floor. It's going to go against Kaylee Concepcion. That'll be her second foul.
Checking in for Calvert, number 24, Maya Skyer.
Oh, wow. Off the inbound, the three-point shot.
And the Senecas just lucky that one was off the mark there
Yeah.
because she had a shot.
Stripped away.
Wow.
Rishti just drove it right into a triple team, and Liberty Vogue said, hey, I'll take that.
But you got to capitalize on those. You have to capitalize on those.
And they were unable to, as Elise Bose gets it under the basket and turns it over. And she was on the baseline when she recovered that one. Now Seneca slow it down here. And you got to think that's probably direction coming from the coaching staff, like, hey, let's just slow it down. Let's just work our, hey, there's the, that's the pass.
Yep.
Rishti draws the double and triple team in the lane. And I think that honestly might be what she was trying to set up, Greg. Early in the game.
She looked like she had a smirk on her face, like a nice little smile there. Like that, I think you're right, Nate. It's definitely planned out.
A heads-up play by Alyssa Rishti feeding Megan Rumback. Rumback was unable to convert, but gets 2 shots from the free throw line. First one off the mark, hits the back of the iron. And Rumback 1 for 2 on that trip to the free throw line.
Lead up to 5 now. Oh, off the mark there with that one.
Under the basket, that one off the mark.
2 rebounds they're able to get.
Coleman.
Missed the shot there, but able to get both rebounds afterwards.
Yeah.
Calvert 14 foul.
Jade Johnson at the free throw line. And that's what you need, Greg. You got to have that second effort. You know, that second chance opportunities, third chance opportunities.
We've seen it so much in these high stakes games.
That's how you stay in games against these good teams like this. And Arcadia is a great team as well, but Seneca's teams, they're playing with a lot of momentum right now. And the way you slow that down is you get those second and third chance opportunities and you convert.
And you get those rebounds like that.
Yeah.
Beautiful rebound. Rishti just went up and snatched that
And a foul off the ball.
Redskins substitution, number 20, Kate C. in the game.
I don't know who they called the foul against. I didn't hear him call it.
I think it was against Connor.
Probably. Oh, it was a travel. Okay. So no foul. Just a turnover. Redskins have possession. Liberty Vogues gives it off to Addie Coleman. Now Vogues.
Sounds like a movie star name. Liberty Vogues.
Liberty Bibberty.
Now you're just singing jingles.
And a baseline shot is on target. Elise Bose knocks it down. And Arcadia within 2.
Just like that, Nate. They were down 5, right back in this one.
Rishti feeds it down low. Meyer out to run back. Cross court, 3-point shot off the mark.
Oh, and nobody there to get it.
And that one. Rebound grab by Coleman. Redskins playing a little back and forth here, going around the perimeter, trying to set up this last shot most likely.
So you get this last shot here, you might be able to just end this first period all tied up.
And a nice defensive pressure down low. As the tie-up will give Seneca's possession. And that's what you got to do. You got to be tough on the defensive end.
Absolutely.
Tiffin Calvert senses that momentum starting to shift.
You have to force opportunities to happen.
They got to tighten up. 3 seconds left. That one's swatted out of bounds. 1 second left. Let's see what they draw up here. It's enough to get it off if you catch it and shoot it quick. She gets it off, but it's off the mark. And that's the end of the first quarter. Tiffin Calvert holding on to a 2-point lead. It's 12-10. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Legacy Federal Credit Union, your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Welcome back to Fostoria High School. We're live here for this district final between Tiffin, Calvert, and Arcadia. As the Lady Senecas hold on to a 2-point lead, it's 12-10 as we start the second quarter. Nate Mullins, Greg the Wizard Kinn, and Connor Roush on the call with you here tonight. Connor Roush, his voice is taking a rest here tonight, so I did bring a mic cable, but he's like, no, not tonight. I can't really. I can't.
Uh-oh. That one touched the stanchion, Nate.
It did. It got up there and touched it.
I'm inhaling all that smoke fighting them fires.
A dispensary fire? Down low, Meyer had it stolen away. Nice defensive pressure. Riley Bostic with the steal for the Redskins. But once again, Seneca's turnabout is fair play. Coleman. 3! Kate Coleman knocks down the 3. Seneca's back on top by 5.
Again, just good movement down the court, finding somebody on the outside open, and nails it.
Yeah, that pass stolen away. Seneca's playing the passing lanes here today, sorry. Force a habit.
Here this afternoon. Doing a good job moving the ball around there, but as you see, red jersey right on top of him.
Rishti pops it deep from 3, and that one's off the mark. Liberty Vogues driving, put it up, put it in. That's a nice drive by Liberty Vogues. She's part of our player spotlight. As tonight, we're looking at Liberty Vogues, who had 8 points against Arlington this past Thursday night. Rishti feeds it down low to run back. That one off the mark. And it's going to go off the Lady Redskins and out of bounds. Senecas get it under their own basket. The other part of our player spotlight is Megan Rumback. 11 points, 17 rebounds against Mohawk on Thursday, as she really controlled the boards for the Senecas and helped them lead the way. Helped lead the way in that win against the Warriors. There's our player spotlight. Once again, if you're looking to sponsor our player spotlight, get a hold of us. Send us a message right here on Facebook. And Rumback's 3 is off the mark. It goes out of bounds off of Tiffin Calvert.
Couldn't handle the bright spotlight being put on right there, Nate.
Sometimes that spotlight is a little bright. As we mentioned, this Arcadia team, they are a very defensive-oriented team. And they've been showing just why they limited a great Arlington team to just 27 points the other night here in Fostoria. That three-pointer off the mark by Addie Coleman.
That was a wild shot. Look, just like one of my poster images.
Rishti out to Concepcion. That one off the mark. And it's going to be a held ball with the possession staying with Tiffin Calvert. Nice job by Carly Meyer to get down there on the floor, dig that one out. Rishti takes the pass.
Nice pass.
Feeds it down low to Concepcion. What a move by Kaylee Concepcion. Through the contact, able to finish. Addie Coleman gives it to Liberty Vogues on the left wing. Vogues.
Oh, just off the mark. That was a close one, Nate.
No good on that one. And run back.
Woo-hoo.
Tried to get that one to go, but contact forced her to miss that one, but she goes to the line. She'll get 2 shots.
For the second Redskins first team foul.
Of course, those of you watching out here understand that, after the Senecas, or if they were, if the Senecas were to win tonight and they advance on to the next round, we're unsure of our coverage availability. It's not necessarily on our part. It's more on whether the OHSAA will allow us to cover the next round, but we'll keep you updated. We'll keep you posted. As a timeout on the floor brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Let's take a moment to thank all of our sponsors, once again, for allowing us to bring this ball game to you live and paywall free here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., First National Bank of Sycamore, Buckeye IT Services, Mullins Entertainment, Culligan Water of Tiffin, Studio Squared, Landers Strength Syndicate, SYCAMORE Financial Services, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, and FEASEL'S Frame and Collision. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
I was just thinking about this, Nate. Shouldn't Buckeye IT have been the technical foul sponsor?
Technically.
You don't see too many of those.
I was going to say, you don't get a whole lot of those in high school. I don't think anybody would want to sponsor a foul.
Right. Listen, I'm doing a play on words here.
I like it, though.
Oh, misses that one there.
That shot off the mark by Runback.
The iced shooter, kicker, whatever you want to call it. The timeout there.
Addie Coleman gives it off to Liberty Vogues.
I seen a post for the Calvert students to wear white today for a whiteout. All the other teams so far in this bracket have all been red and black colored teams, Nate.
Rishti for 3! Alyssa Rishti knocks down the 3.
Alyssa Rish 3? That's hard to say.
And that one off the mark. And it's going to go out of bounds off the Redskins.
And that was a quick 3, too. She just drove down there and said, you know what? I got space. Boom!
Alyssa Rishti brings it into the forecourt for the Senecas. 3:30 to play here in the first half. Calvert leading by 9.
I just want to remind people again real quick, Nate, that you can send your picture and be a fan of the game. There's still time.
That's right. Plenty of time. Send us a message on Facebook with a picture of you watching the game. Be entered for a chance to win our fan of the game.
Like, Calvert's got this lead here now. You can tell they've kind of slowed things down a little bit. This is what I'm talking about, is playing more of their style ball, Nate.
Nice move by Rishti to the basket.
They feel very in control in this moment.
Exactly. Calm, cool, and collected.
And you could say the same for the Redskins, though. They definitely feel like they've been in this position before. They know how to dig their way out.
What a move by Liberty Vogues, but she just was unable to get that one to go. There's been a few times where, Greg, it feels like they get good shots, they're just not able to finish.
Yeah, some real good moves to the basket, driving to the basket, but it's not getting it to go.
Coleman feeds it down low to Vogues. Vogues kicks it out. Baseline shot is off the mark.
I feel like they were having a better go at it there in the first period with the shots than they are right now.
Yeah.
They're just not falling for them.
.232 left here in the first half. Senecas lead by 11. 23-12 is your score. Senecas have outscored the Lady Redskins 11-2 here in this second quarter. mainly on the defensive end where they're getting it done, Greg. As Liberty Vogues pulls up from 3.
There you go.
That's what they needed. Lady Redskins knock down 3. And it is 23-15. Kate Coleman with it at the top of the key. Now they feed it out to Kaylee Concepcion for 3.
She answers back just like that.
Concepcion. 3 3-pointers tonight.
That guy deserves a she's on fire.
That is.
He's on fire!
Oh, darn it.
Watch, it's like Inception over here. Watching 3-point shot. Or the replay of a 3-point shot.
Coleman, coast to coast. Nice steal from Concepcion, who feeds Coleman, and she drives it all the way and finishes. Down low for Johnson. Johnson puts it up. No.
Oh, and that's right there. Right there's one of those shots we're talking about, Nate. Where there in the first period, that shot probably would have went in.
Yeah. That's a good point, Greg.
They're just not falling in.
I just feel like they're getting good looks.
Yeah, some very close shots, but not in their favor here in the second period.
Bose spots up for 3.
I think that's inside.
Was it inside?
I think that was inside.
Just
yep.
a 2. Just
inside,
a 2.
Just inside.
We need a long 2 button. Can we give her one of these? Yeah, why not?
I think she's finding a sweet spot there, just inside that arc.
Rishti draws a triple team, is stripped of the ball on her way to the basket. And the held ball will stay with Tiffin Calvert. Inbound to Rishti. She puts it up off the glass and puts it in.
I love it when they make just quick work of that.
Oh, yeah.
Just inbound it and get the points real quick. Just be done with it.
30-17, Calvert on top. 20 seconds left here in the first half.
And there you see that defense you're talking about, Nate. They're just trying to find a shot, and they're making it real hard for them to even find a good shot.
Just smothering. Like I like my hash browns. Kate Coleman kicks it to Rishti for 3. Bang!
Yeah, she was feeling that one. You could tell when she stepped into that one. We're going to take another look at that before we go to break here, Nate. Just watch the way she steps into this one. You can
No
tell.
hesitation.
Boom.
He's on fire!
All right, folks, that's the end of the first half. Tiffin Calvert on top of Arcadia, 33-17. We'll step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll be back with the halftime show. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Since 1847, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse has been Tiffin's trusted florist. From stunning arrangements to everyday flowers, they help you say it beautifully. Whether you're celebrating life's victories or supporting your loved ones, stop by their beautiful shop on Greenfield Street or order online at wagnerflowers.com for easy pickup or delivery. Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, where tradition blooms. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
Buckeye IT Services is a trusted partner for cybersecurity, fully managed and co-managed IT support. Municipalities, financial organizations, and mature businesses turn to them to eliminate IT stress and enable growth. Visit BuckeyeIT.com today to start your partnership. STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go, Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports. Welcome back to Fostoria High School, the site of today's district final between Tiffin, Calvert, and Arcadia. The Lady Senecas leading 33-17 as we get ready to start the second half. Let's thank our sponsors one more time before we start the second half for allowing us to bring this ball game to you right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., First National Bank of Sycamore, Buckeye IT Services, Mullins Entertainment, Culligan Water of Tiffin, Studio Squared, Landers Strength Syndicate, SYCAMORE Financial Services, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, and FEASEL'S Frame and Collision. We start the second half. Tiffin Calvert leading 33-17. Lady Redskins with the possession. They need to find some answers on the offensive end, Greg.
That first period was almost evenly matched, but then the second period was all Senecas, Nate.
Yeah.
All Senecas.
And they're on pace, obviously, to score 34 points in this one, and that's just not going to get it done against these Senecas because, Greg, the way they're playing tonight.
I was say they already almost got 34 themselves right now.
They're filling up the scoreboard here tonight. I keep saying tonight. It's like a force of habit.
Well, it's like, you saw the Redskins yesterday, or on Thursday, did a great job of holding the other team to 27.
Yeah.
Senecas have already broken that here at halftime.
That's why I said they've got to find some answers offensively. Johnson in the paint, puts up the shot, puts it in, and draws the contact. Works their way to the free throw line for a potential three-point play brought to you by Buckeye IT Services. Jade Johnson, senior center, toes the line. Alyssa Rishti leading all scorers with 13 points in the first half, and Johnson no good on the free throw, but Lady Redskins able to grab the basketball, and the foul on the floor is going to go against Tiffin Calvert. Megan Rumback called for the foul. That's her second foul. And the third foul here quickly in the third quarter, Greg. This is really quick. And the Redskins grab another offensive rebound. Liberty Vogues.
That's what they need to get back in this one, Nate.
Jade Johnson in the paint, feeds it out to Vogues for three, in and out. Rebound grab by Lady Redskins. Kate Keefe was able to grab the loose ball, but the possession arrow after the held ball will favor the Senecas. Tiffin Calvert gets it back. As I mentioned, Alyssa Rishti leading all scorers with 13 points. Kaylee Concepcion pouring in 11 in the first half.
Speaking of her, Nate, I was just checking our messages here to see what kind of pictures we've had sent in, and we have a message here that says Kaylee Concepcion's grandparents are watching from Kingman, Arizona right now.
There you go.
So they're very happy that we're broadcasting the game so they can watch their granddaughter.
And you can watch us from anywhere, folks. Coast to coast, around the world. We've had people tune in from UK before.
We've had people tune in from cruise ships.
Yeah. In international waters.
That's good stuff.
We appreciate everybody letting us know where they're watching from.
Yeah, that's one of the core reasons why we do this.
Absolutely. Jade Johnson. Turn around, got it to go. Johnson with two quick baskets here in the second half. Brings the Redskins within 12.
Some good halftime adjustments there. Redskins trying to figure out how to get points on the board.
On the right wing. Out to Rumback. And a travel. It's going to go against Megan Rumback as before she was able to pass it away, lifted up that pivot foot. Lady Redskins with the basketball. They've trimmed that lead down. It was a 16-point lead, now down to just 12. Jade Johnson feeds it down low. Keefe. Back to Johnson. Johnson, left-hander, no good.
Oh.
And Rumback grabs the rebound. Nearly lost control of it, but feeds Rishti.
And there they go with that aggressive defense. They didn't get the rebound, but they were trying to get it right back.
Lady Redskins had a steal, but Calvert able to get it back. And we've got a loose ball foul. It's going to go against Calvert. Carly Meyer called for the infraction. Liberty Vogues brings it into the forecourt for the Arcadia Lady Redskins. Jade Johnson at the free throw line, feeds it.
Oh, nice pass.
Mid-range jumper from Keefe is off the mark, and Megan Rumback grabs the rebound.
And those are the ones you got to have right there, Nate.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Nice, clean pass under the basket. Open shot.
That's a good look. Oh. And Rumback off the mark with that three, but they get it back. Rishti into the paint. Shot up, no good, but she draws the contact. Boy, sometimes some of those shots, I mean, folks, when she gets that contact, she's just trying to put it anywhere near the rim so she can get that call.
I'll say, if she would have made that shot, that would have been the first time I've seen anybody make a basket while, like, laying flat out, like Superman pose, diving through the air. And she almost did.
She gets the first free throw to go. 14 points so far here for Alyssa Rishti. Tiffin Calvert's all-time leading scorer, men's or women's basketball. Over 1,600 career points for the senior, and she knocks down both free throws. 15 points for Rishti.
That's just till I pull a Billy Madison and go back to school. I'm going to reset all them records.
Stolen away. Tiffin Calvert grabs it. Driving, shot off the mark.
Oh. Nothing there.
Lady Redskins with the rebound. And they got a player down. They probably should take a timeout here.
Oh, wow.
She's not moving.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Somebody got to call a timeout.
Why is the ref not stopping?
I don't know why the Arcadia team didn't call a timeout. She didn't move that whole possession.
Yeah, she's just laying there right now. Like, I mean,
all right, you're playing 4-on-5 on one end of the floor. Yeah, she is in a lot of pain right now. So.
Yeah, I'm unsure what the ref just stood down there by her, but never blew a whistle, never stopped the play. A little confusing to me, Nate.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I didn't know his job was to stand down there and just make sure nobody ran her over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at that point, the referee's just trying to protect the player on the court, you know, like.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, like you said, she was not getting up. She was laying down there. Like.
And Johnson's been a key contributor here for the Lady Redskins so far in this one, as she's contributed not only on the offensive end, but also defensively. She's been a stalwart in the paint. Really, I mean, limiting the Senecas' looks when they get close to the rim. So, hope she's okay, first and foremost, but also it's a big loss for the Redskins if she's not able to come back. She's sitting up. Hopefully she looks to be okay, but obviously will.
I mean, you know, people don't think of basketball as being too harsh of a contact sport, but
right.
I mean, that floor is unforgiving.
Absolutely.
I mean, you take a nice little smack on that thing just the right way, you might be taking a little nap on it.
That's a good point. Yeah, I've had my head smack off a basketball court before, and it's not exactly a pleasant experience.
Didn't bounce like the basketball?
No, not at all.
I'm glad to see she's okay. They got her up.
She's able to walk off on her own power. That's always good to see. Senecas feed it down low. Carly Meyer's shot off the mark.
Oh, nice little pass there. And the pass back.
Three-pointer from Coleman. Addie Coleman knocks down the three, and it's an 11-point ball game. Rishti down low for run back, put it up and in. What a beautiful feed from Alyssa Rishti. As Greg, she's just playing smart basketball now. Mm-hmm. She's drawing those double teams in the paint and just finding the open teammate. Mid-range jumper off the mark as Bostic grabs it. Lady Redskins have it. They work it around. Out to Riley Bostic. She hits the three, and the Lady Redskins bring it to within 10. Rishti draws the contact and one. Potential three-point play here, brought to you by Buckeye IT Services, as Alyssa Rishti toes the free throw line.
It's like you talked about, Nate, playing that smart play now. You go down there, you let them take a couple three-pointers, and the odds of them hitting them 50-50, whatever, but you're going down, you're driving to the basket, and you're almost guaranteed to get those points when you're playing the smart ball like that.
Yeah. And Rishti knocks down the free throw, converts on the three-point play. Once again, brought to you by Buckeye IT Services. Senecas push that lead back up to 13. Liberty Vogues on the three. That one off the mark.
They've been dangerous with this three here in the third period.
Concepcion. They work it around. Rishti driving. Cut off by the defense on her way to the basket.
Ouch.
And a lot of contact there.
Yeah, you could just tell the way they hit each other and they smacked the floor. Like I said, the floor is unforgiving, Nate. That one hurt me watching it.
And Kate Keefe called for the foul, as she was still moving when she got ran over. That's the thing, folks. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, well, she ran her over. Yeah, but there's a thing about basketball that, like, if you're standing in the offensive player's way, your feet have to be set in order for that to be a foul. And her feet were still shuffling. So
I always thought there was a thing about basketball where nothing ever seemed to make sense.
That's the other thing about it, yeah.
Every time I watch a basketball game, I'm like, huh? What?
Is that a new rule? And Alyssa Rishti knocks down the first. And she got them both to go. 17 points now for Alyssa Rishti.
Man, sometimes those really nice, like, across the court passes.
Riley Bostic.
So they're really nice to get the ball to somebody open, but you can't get it there fast enough to close in on them.
Yeah. Double-edged sword. Rishti spots up from three. Didn't get that one to go.
She got a rebound now.
That was impressive.
She fought for that one. She says, no.
She knew it was off the mark, too. She knew.
So if I'm missing it, I'm going and getting it.
It's good to see Jade Johnson back into the game for the Arcadia Lady Redskins. Vogues at the top of the key. Senecas playing a little 3-2 zone. Baseline shot on the mark. Kate Seam. Seems like that one went in.
Trying to keep this one close.
Back to a 10-point ball game. Lady Redskins fighting and clawing this quarter. But Alyssa Rishti just will not be denied.
Timeout here, Nate. Nate, you want to go ahead and take a timeout for this timeout? You want to go ahead and take a look at the accomplishments here by the girls basketball team?
Yeah, some outstanding accomplishments by the girls this year. As Kaylee Concepcion, second team SBC, honorable mention all district. Kate Coleman, honorable mention all district. Megan Rumback, first team all district, second team SBC. And Alyssa Rishti, district player of the year, first team all district, first team SBC, and the all-time leading scorer at Tiffin Calvert. Men's or women's basketball.
Been a heck of a season for those ladies.
100%, Greg. And, you know, talk about Aaron Sheets and the staff and the job that they've done since he's taken over. Calvert basketball, their girls basketball team was kind of in flux for a little while, Greg. He has brought stability and steadiness to that coaching position that was sorely needed with this Tiffin Calvert girls basketball team. And just the stability that he brings helped this basketball team build this momentum that they're carrying now through the playoffs. Back-to-back district finals, outstanding accomplishment. You just can't give enough credit to Aaron Sheets and his coaching staff.
Oh, absolutely, Nate. You're giving the school lots to cheer for and giving us lots to cover. Appreciate it.
A minute and 5 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Senecas with the possession coming out of that timeout, brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Yeah, I thought that was Arcadia basketball, but I don't know. Goes to the Redskins. Yeah, because I thought that was what it was coming out of the timeout, but when I saw Senecas lining up, I'm like, okay, all right, well, must have saw something I didn't. The Lady Redskins with it. Liberty Vogues had her pass stolen away by Megan Rumback.
She just jumped up in there and snatched it up.
Oh, yeah. That was a heads-up play.
Yeah.
And that's the Senecas have been doing such a great job tonight of just playing those passing lanes, anticipating the pass. Before it even leaves the player's hands, they're already kind of jumping that passing lane.
Yeah, she definitely won. She jumped up there and got that one. She went up and got it for sure.
Coleman inbounds to Concepcion. Carly Meyer back out to Concepcion. 35 seconds left in the third. Rylan Perry into the game for Tiffin Calvert, 5'7" junior. That one poked away.
Nice.
Riley Bostic, coast to coast, but unable to get it to go. And it goes out of bounds off of Tiffin Calvert. Rylan Perry will check out. Alyssa Risty checks back in for Tiffin Calvert. And shot off the mark, but the offensive rebound by Jade Johnson. Her putback is no good. She draws the contact. She'll go to the line. 2 shots. Carly Meyer called for the foul. And that's the 5th team foul against the Senecas. Just 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. You see that little left-handed, one-handed free throw there, Greggy? That was nice.
That's smooth.
Jade Johnson. Unable to get that one to go. Just a little short on it, but it was online.
Put too much pressure on her after that first.
That's exactly what it was. She probably heard me like, hey, you're talking about me up there.
I think she heard the whole crowd get excited when she hit that.
Three-pointer off the mark by Elise Bowes. That's the end of the third quarter. Calvert leading 44-33, but the Lady Redskins have clawed their way back into this one. Folks, don't go anywhere. We got an exciting conclusion coming up next in this district final, live from Fostoria High School. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch. I'm Heart of Ohio Sports.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
And we're back here at Fostoria High School. The district final comes down to these last 8 minutes. Tiffin Calvert leading 44-33 over the Arcadia Lady Redskins. Nate Mullins, Greg the Wizard Kinn, Connor Roush on the call with you here tonight as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't forget, you can head over to our Instagram page, search Heart of Ohio Sports, vote on our fan poll. As that shot by Concepcion was off the mark. But our fan poll doesn't necessarily mean who you think's going to win. Just vote for your favorite team. Find us on Instagram. Make sure you give us a follow. We'll show you the results of that in the postgame show. Stolen away down low. Carly Meyer says, give me that.
Give me that.
You know what I need, Greg? I need a swiper, no swiping button for steals. Megan run back. Kate Coleman. Back to run back. Now they just a little back and forth here. And that pass off the mark. Stolen by Elise Bowes. The Lady Redskins looking to push. Bostic shot. Blocked by Megan Rumback. Rishti driving into the paint. Put it up. No. But an offensive foul is going to go against Alyssa Rishti. And that'll be the second foul against Tiffin Calvert here in the fourth quarter. Greg, I don't know if there's anything that I don't know. I've always had a problem with people cheering for fouls or flags. It's like don't cheer for the other team's mistake. Like if they, I don't know. It is what it is. I've always kind of had this like, but who cares? Nobody wants to hear me on my soapbox. Jade Johnson feeds it. That shot off the mark. A lot of contact down low on Addie Coleman, but it goes to the Senecas. Rishti with a beautiful feed, but Carly Meyer unable to finish. Riley Bostic. They work it around. Bowes, mid-range jumper, in and out. Coleman gives it to Rishti. That one poked away, out of bounds, and it was last touched by Arcadia. I don't know what they're yelling about, Greg. Like, it seems like they're yelling a lot about something, but I don't know what they're so mad about.
Yeah, here's some of the chatter going on down there, a little bit of shouting and whatnot.
Oh, yeah. And there's a lot of it. It's on both sides. Ooh, look at that crossover. Woo! Feed.
Oh, nice.
Unable to get the finish, but what a move by Alyssa Rishti.
It's like you talking about earlier, Nate. She drives to the basket, gets the all the attention on her there, and then she just dishes it to the person inside.
She said tween, cross, hezzy, pass, dish. Kaylee Concepcion knocks down the first of two free throws. And that one falls in.
Just keeping that lead nice and steady. Just over 5 minutes left on this one.
Alyssa Rishti sitting at 22 points on the night.
And she really brings it in these games when it really matters, you know?
Yeah.
She puts on her work boots, that's for sure.
I feel like when the lights are brightest, that's when she shines. You know what I mean?
For sure. I mean, there's a reason that she's the leading scorer in school history, you know?
Yeah.
Like, she's a prime athlete.
Jade Johnson got that one to go. She's been a force here tonight for the Lady Redskins. Got them both. 2 for 2 on that trip for Jade Johnson. That always scares the crap out of you, doesn't it?
So funny.
Coleman's pass stolen away by Johnson. Vogues feeds it to Bowes. Long two, and that one's good. Elise Bowes. And it's down to a single-digit deficit for the Lady Redskins, 46-37. Greg, all night long, it seems like this is where Alyssa Rishti finds the answer on the other end, and there she draws the foul, and she'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. But yeah, it seems like all night long, whenever the Redskins have come up with a big play on their end, Alyssa Rishti with the answer on the other end.
No doubt about it, Nate.
She got that first one to go. Gives her 23 points on the night. Day, night. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what I mean.
2 for 2. Alyssa Rishti with 24 points here tonight. Seneca's back on top by 11, 48-37. Riley Bostic draws the double team. Feeds it, had it swatted away. Nice swat by Carly Meyer. And Tiffin Calvert calls a timeout after the ball is advanced into the forecourt. 4:18 left to play in the ball game. Seneca's lead by 11. It's 48-37. It's a full timeout. It allows me to thank all of our sponsors who allow us to bring this ball game to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., First National Bank of Sycamore, Buckeye IT Services, Mullins Entertainment, Culligan Water of Tiffin, Studio Squared, Landers Strength Syndicate, SYCAMORE Financial Services, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, and FEASEL'S Frame and Collision. All proud sponsors right here on the pulse of the Buckeye State, Heart of Ohio Sports. Regardless of what happens here tonight, well, obviously, if the Senecas were to win, regardless of what the OHSAA tells us, we'll try to provide some sort of coverage for the Senecas. It's not going to be live, but we plan on, at the very least, going to the game, getting some video footage, clipping together a nice little highlight reel of the game and a player of the game interview if we can get a sponsor for it. But if you're interested in helping us out with that, send us a message. You can also email us, hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com. But once again, we won't be able to provide live coverage of the regional round unless the OHSAA grants us permission. I've tried. I reached out to Tim Stride, and he said it just depends on whether NFHS wants to cover it or not. So we'll see. But it just, Calvert's still got to wrap this one up and win before we even can talk about that. So as Coleman had that shot blocked at the basket, Jade Johnson with the offensive rebound.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Nate. Still got to finish this one out. 4 minutes left, 11-point ball game. You know this one's far from over.
I know if Aaron Sheets was watching this at home, he'd be like, shut up, Nate. Don't talk about a win before we even got it. Johnson. Coleman. Out to Liberty Vogues now. Back to Vogues. Three-pointer off the mark. And that one goes out of bounds. It was last touched by the Lady Redskins. Seneca's basketball. Run back looking to throw it in. Gets it into Kate Coleman. Nearly a turnover there. And it does end up being a turnover. Great defense by the Lady Redskins there. Liberty Vogues feeds it down low. Jade Johnson. Johnson. Bostic. Now Vogues. Coleman for three. Off the mark. Rumback with the rebound. Rishti feeds it to Rumback. Now Concepcion. Coleman's mid-range jumper off the mark. But Megan Rumback there with the putback. And she'll go to the line for a potential three-point play. Brought to you by Buckeye IT Services.
Redskins foul number 34, Jake Johnson, third, Redskins third.
That'll be the third foul against Jade Johnson and the third against the Arcadia Redskins here in the fourth quarter. And she got that one to go. Megan Rumback, part of our player spotlight tonight. She had 11 points and 17 rebounds on Thursday to help the Senecas move forward. Nice. Jade Johnson putting on a show down low.
Seneca fouls on Carly Meyer, her fourth. Seneca's 13th foul. Jade Johnson shooting one.
Jade Johnson, the chance at a three-point play here. Once again brought to you by Buckeye IT Services. Unable to convert as Rumback takes a spill to the floor.
Arcadia foul on number 14, Riley Costa. His 17-4.
51-39, Seneca's on top. The inbound went to Rishti, and she kind of volleyball tipped it up for Kate Coleman. And now that one poked into the backcourt. Rishti grabs it for the Senecas. And a foul is going to go against the Lady Redskins. 2:47 left to play in the ballgame. And with that, that'll be the fifth foul against Arcadia, which sends Alyssa Rishti to the free throw line.
Redskins' fifth team foul.
So from this point forward, any foul sends Tiffin Calvert to the free throw line.
Alyssa Richie at the stripe, shooting two.
Yeah, and they got a lot of good shooters that you don't want to send to the free throw line.
Mm-hmm. Rishti knocks down the first of two. 25 points tonight for Alyssa Rishti. Make it 26. Jade Johnson takes the entry pass, feeds it, and it off the mark, off the back of the rim. Rishti into the forecourt. Double teamed. What a nice crossover by Rishti. Up off the glass and in. Boy, she is just having her way right now, Greg. 28 points for the senior, Alyssa Rishti. Riley Bostic, her three-pointer off the mark. Jade Johnson once again says, I'm not going out without a fight. Of course, Jade Johnson, she knows her senior year, this could be her final game, so she wants to go out with a bang, Greg. Another chance at a three-point play here, but unable to get that one to go.
Yeah, you never want your season to end sooner than it has to.
That's right. And a possession stays down here for Arcadia after the held ball. Corner three off the mark. Coleman grabs the rebound for Senecas. Alyssa Rishti pulls it back to the logo. Now feeds it down low for Megan Rumback, who puts it up off the glass and puts it in. Assist by Alyssa Rishti. And that one stolen away. Kate Coleman driving up and in. Kate Coleman.
Pouring it on there.
Coast to coast.
That's how you got to do it here. Late in this game, you just increase that lead with time running out. And they can just watch the game slip out of their hands.
Frustrating, but I'll tell you, this Seneca squad came to play tonight, Greg.
Oh, no doubt about it.
59-41 is your score. 1:17 left to play in the ball game. This timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. And let me tell you about our friends at XCARET Mexican Restaurant. Their dining room is back open again, folks. That's right. You got to stop in and check out their amazing street tacos menu featuring the legendary quesadilla tacos. Slow cooked, cheesy, and packed with flavor. Whether you're craving that classic carne asada or you want some al pastor, maybe you just want to try something new, XCARET has the best tacos in town. Dine in today and experience the taste of genuine Mexican cuisine at XCARET Mexican Restaurant, your flavorful escape to authentic Mexican dining. Don't forget, stick around in the postgame show, brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, as we'll have our fan of the game, we'll have our fan poll results, and we will also have our defensive player of the game, brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. Mass substitutions into the game for Tiffin Calvert here. The only thing that I don't like about when they do this, Greg, is I love it because these girls need to get time on the court, and obviously I'd love to give them more promotion, but half of the girls on the floor right now, they're not on the roster. So number 24, I don't have a name on the roster for. Number 45, I don't have a name on the roster for. Number 23, Farrah Galden on the floor. Number 25, Rylan Perry on the floor. Or no, she's not on the floor. My apologies. Got 23. So we have a number 1, Sophia Lee. She's on the floor. 5'5" sophomore for Tiffin Calvert. But I don't have a 45, a 24, or a 23 on my roster. I'm sorry, a 21.
Also checking in for Arcadia, number 20, Tiffin, and number 30, Ivy Smith.
59-42. Inside of a minute to play here in the ball game. Senecas look to close this one out. Pick up back-to-back district championships. Number 45, I got that one. Thank you very much. Emma Hickman into the game. That's how we get things done, folks. Comments from our viewers at home. Appreciate that. Thank you. I still need a name for number 24 and 21. Those are the two I don't have on my roster here. But number 23, Farrah Galden into the game for Tiffin Calvert now.
Now we just played the foul game, Nate.
That's what it is.
50 seconds left. You really don't have many options.
Number 24, Mia Steyer. Thanks for that, Paul Shoemaker. And number 21, Grace Wood into the game for Tiffin Calvert. Thank you very much, Paul Shoemaker, for that one.
Okay, try to hit some wild shots here. See if we can get some points up.
3-point shot on the way, and it's in.
That's really all you can do.
Lexi Tice knocks that one in for the Lady Redskins. 27 seconds left. Sophia Lee, Emma Hickman, now Mia Steyer with it. That one poked away. Tice feeds it. Maddie George into the game now for Arcadia.
They're going to go down swinging.
Bose, long range two, and she got it to go. Greg, her sweet spot is like
right
2 feet inside the three-point arc. I'll tell you what, that's the end of the ball game here as Tiffin Calvert picks up the win and another district championship. Final score, 61-47. Senecas moving on to the Sweet 16. We'll step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll come back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Since 1847, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse has been Tiffin's trusted florist. From stunning arrangements to everyday flowers, they help you say it beautifully. Whether you're celebrating life's victories or supporting your loved ones, stop by their beautiful shop on Greenfield Street or order online at WAGNERflowers.com for easy pickup or delivery. Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, where tradition blooms. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
Buckeye IT Services is a trusted partner for cybersecurity, fully managed and co-managed IT support. Municipalities, financial organizations, and mature businesses turn to them to eliminate IT stress and enable growth. Visit BuckeyeIT.com today to start your partnership. STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go. Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities. We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
All right, welcome back to Fostoria High School. Final score, Tiffin Calvert 61, Arcadia 47, Senecas with back-to-back district titles.
Number 22,
And both of them coming here at Fostoria High School against the Arcadia Lady Redskins. Nate Mullins on the call with Greg the Wizard Kinn. Thanks for tuning in here on the postgame show, brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union, as they are now giving the medals to the winning team, Tiffin Calvert. They've already awarded the runner-up trophy and medals to the Arcadia Lady Redskins.
Heck of a season for them.
Yeah.
Heck of a game here tonight. I mean,
absolutely.
Me and you, we kind of discussed, we went over this during the commercial, Nate, and we tallied up the points, and we said the Redskins won the second half of this game. But once again, just like the Warriors on Thursday night, they let Calvert get off to too quick of a start, and they could not catch up.
That's right. And you get out to an early lead like that, it's so hard to play catch-up, Greg. You really got to get a good run. You got to get like an 11-0 run or 13-0 run,
which is
in order to do something like that.
Extremely hard to do against these Lady Senecas.
A lot easier said than done, for sure. But once again, we're here in the postgame show brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. I'd like to take a moment and talk about our Instagram fan poll as we got the results from that. Greg, I don't have to do a drum roll anymore because you already made one for the fan poll, but if you want to show the results. And the Senecas come out on top.
It's a good showing, though, for Arcadia, though.
Quite a few responses.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that Arcadia faithful showed out and put their votes in.
So once again, Tiffin Calvert takes home the fan poll. That's Tiffin Calvert fans showing out as they showed out here in Fostoria. Lots of white and blue in the stands tonight here as they showed up for their Senecas in full force. But once again, that was our fan poll. Now, what about fan of the game, Greg?
I was going to say, you want to talk about showing up for full force.
I was just about to say.
Some fans, they're here, they're loud, they're proud. Some fans can't make it, and that's why they really appreciate us. Tonight's fan of the game is somebody I think really appreciates us, Nate.
And our fan of the game tonight goes to Kate Coleman's grandparents heading down to Florida as they tune in on Heart of Ohio Sports. Once again, take us with you wherever you go.
Cruising through Tennessee, watching us on
Got a nice shot on the camera here. The girls with the trophy and their medals. Outstanding accomplishment for Tiffin Calvert once again. Back-to-back district titles. They didn't have to wait as long for their next one after.
Right. Not another 30-some years or whatever.
Exactly. But once again, we're just about ready to wrap this one up, but we do have to give our Defensive Player of the Game award. And tonight, Greg, there was a lot of Senecas on the defensive side of the ball who really played out and came forward when they needed it the most. I mean, it was 12-10 after the first quarter.
I mean,
and the Senecas, really, that second quarter, when they pulled away, it was defensively why they were able to pull away.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you look back on both of these games here this past week for the Senecas, at halftime the score has been under 20 for the other team.
Exactly.
So you want to talk about defense, it just shows right there how fast of a start the Senecas are getting off to and how quickly this defense is just gobbling up the other team and not allowing them to do anything.
And that's the mark of a championship team. You got Senecas making their way to the Sweet 16 in back-to-back years. And I tell you, I don't think they're done, Greg. I think this team, they're poised to make a nice little run here. And, of course, it always gets more difficult when you get into the regional round. But with the expansion of the playoffs last year, or the expansion of the divisions this year, going from 4 divisions to 7, now it presents a little bit more of a, I don't know, you never really know what's going to happen.
A little more of a playing field, a little even playing field.
Absolutely.
But who are we naming, Nate?
So, Defensive Player of the Game tonight, I think you got to give it to Carly Meyer because there were a number of different contributors on the defensive side of the ball. But I tell you, Carly Meyer, it just felt like every time they needed a big offensive rebound, she was there. Every time they needed a big defensive stop, she was there. She had a number of blocks. She had a number of offensive rebounds. And she just really dominated on the defensive end of the floor. And, Greg, it was in a game where she really wasn't able to get it going offensively. So that's the key for a defensive player of the game, for a defensive player. Once you start realizing that, hey, it's not falling for me tonight, it's just not my day, you got to shift your focus. Find another way you can impact the game, and that's exactly what Carly Meyer did today as she takes home the Defensive Player of the Game award, brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. Well, we're just about set to wrap this one up. Greg, any final thoughts here before we head on out of here?
I don't think so, Nate. Another fantastic contest to watch here. Congratulations again to the Lady Senecas to watch them cut down the nets again. How many times are we going to get to watch this here, Nate? I'm not getting tired of it.
If I get to watch again, I should get a piece of the net, right?
Just go down there and get in line.
Hey, I mean, you know.
They won't even notice.
Maybe. I know Jeff Hammer's waiting his turn. But that's going to do it for us today, folks. Tiffin Calvert moving on to the regional round as they dispatched Arcadia. 61-47 was the final score here today. Let's thank our sponsors one more time, and then we'll wrap it up here from Fostoria High School. We'd like to thank XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., First National Bank of Sycamore, Buckeye IT Services, Mullins Entertainment, Culligan Water of Tiffin, Studio Squared, Landers Strength Syndicate, SYCAMORE Financial Services, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, and FEASEL'S Frame and Collision. All proud sponsors right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And folks, once again, I want to remind you, we're not sure of our plans for the next round for girls basketball. We're not sure, so we still have to wait, see what the OHSAA lets us know about their coverage.
Stay tuned to our social media.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Yep,
Make sure
we'll be sure to let everybody know.
Follow all of our social media platforms to stay up to date on whether we'll be able to cover that game live or whether we'll be able to provide some kind of alternative coverage. Either way, we want to thank you for tuning in here on the broadcast. Once again, for Connor Roush and Greg the Wizard Kinn, I'm Nate Mullins, signing off from Fostoria High School. I want to give a big shout out to Tom Loomis and the staff here at Fostoria for the amazing hospitality. Just beautiful venue over here, and they've treated us so well since we've been coming over here a couple years ago. So big shout out to the staff over here. Just outstanding job hosting another great tournament. Once again, thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Have a great night, everybody.